Okay, so here we are back with the Cadac Safari Chef 2, and we're going to have a really healthy breakfast. Now, because I've said healthy, I'm sure half of you are going to switch off, but today is a healthy breakfast. And all we're going to need is the Cadac, the base, the pan there, so we can actually heat the pan up, the griddle there, or the grill there, and of course our magic little barbecue mat. And what we need to do first is stick that on there, that hot water, get that boiling up there, and we can do the prep while that's coming to the boil. And I'll show you why we're putting that on first. So if we swing round like that. Swing round, just come here, and what we're going to have today. Today, we're going to have a grilled avocado with poached eggs and a really nice tomato, onion and basil salsa salad to go with it. So that is our...
I love you for breakfast.
That is our breakfast stroke brunch today that we're going to cook on the Cadac Safari Chef 2.
It beats cornflakes, doesn't it?
It does, absolutely. And if you're out camping, then why not? So the water's on the Cadac, starting to boil up, ready so we can poach those eggs later. And then we've got a really lovely plump avocado there that's just...
Say the word plump again, go on.
Plump. Finished?
Yeah, go.
That really lovely big plump avocado. Just right, so that's perfect, so it's nice and soft. So we'll come back to that shortly. So let's just do the tomato and onion and basil salad. Very simple. Just take a sharp knife, a chopping board, have a bowl ready, and then let's just slice those tomatoes just in four like that, but sort of crossways. And then let's just take it. You don't want little bits, you want it quite chunky. You don't want to have to fight with this on the plate. So just really cutting those tomatoes like that. You right there, Mrs. T? Yeah? Happy with what I'm doing with the tomatoes?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not doing it, I don't care what you're doing.
Right, there we go. So look, I've just taken 2 tomatoes. So rule of thumb of this one is 1 each. And I'm not a fan of tomatoes. I've always said, oh, I don't like raw tomatoes.
But you like prosciutto, don't
But I
you?
like prosciutto, I like cooked tomatoes, I like all sorts of things. So this actually is really quite nice. So you've got some good chunky tomatoes in there. We're going to take the onion, and we're just going to peel that onion. You can use a red onion, you can use a white onion. We just happen to have this red onion sitting there in the fridge today.
Same.
So eat me. Yeah. Let's peel that. Make sure you do get that peel off, because if you leave some of it on, it really doesn't create a very pleasant salad. Okay, we're not going to use much of the onion. Just going to use half of this today, and all we're going to do...
As much as half?
As much? Really? Think that's too much?
I don't know, yeah, well...
Okay, well, let's try 1/4 and see. All right, I'll do. Okay, all right. So all I'm going to do is just slice into that a bit.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, like that. Not all the way through, so you can still held together. Just slice down there a couple of times. We again want reasonably sized chunks here. We don't want to fight it on their plate. And then just slice that down there. 2, 3, like that. Let's just see if that's enough.
That's enough.
Do you think that's enough, Mrs. T?
I say half would be like overkill.
Yeah,
onion,
that's
wouldn't
quite
it?
true. Yeah. So I'll pop that in there.
It'd be like an onion and tomato thing instead of a
And
tomato
then
and onion.
let's take a good tug of basil.
Basil?
There we go. Get those leaves, especially if it's a nice fresh plant. You've got those really crisp, fresh leaves. And
Oh, it smells lovely, that basil.
just slice into that. You don't want it too small, don't want it too big. Just want to be able to get the odd flavour of basil as you're sitting there. So that's it. Pop that in there.
Actually, would balsamic vinegar with this be nice?
Might be for you, but not for me.
Oh, right, okay.
Certainly not breakfast. Take some pepper. Pop that in there. And then just mix that
Good
together.
job, I instructed you to put out the peppercorns, wasn't it?
It was, and I thank you so much.
You're welcome. I have my uses occasionally.
There we go.
Well, that'll marinade while you're doing the other
That
bits,
should
won't it?
marinade in there quite nicely. You'll get the flavour of that basil going in there. And then we'll just serve that up when we've got those eggs ready on that avocado. Okay, so there you go. Simple tomato, red onion and basil
I mean, to be honest, if you could have that at any other time as well, didn't
yeah,
you?
any time of the day.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
No,
any
that was
time of
easy
the day.
to make.
Yeah, so here we go.
Why do you make things look so easy?
Well, it's just people, sometimes you can get frightened of cooking.
Yeah, I do. I get frightened all the time.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'm so frightened of cooking. I just
When you're in the kitchen, I hear all these screams. Yeah, right. Here's your avocado, a nice plump. It's not firm, you can just about feel it. So let's peel it. So all we're going to do is start off, slice it down the middle and around that big pip. So you got it to there.
Even when I cut up an avocado, I get in a pickle.
There we are. And just
How do you make that look
break
so
that
easy?
up. Okay. Then you just need to go on there, and that should just loosen that stone.
Is that
There
how
you
you
go.
do it?
That's as simple as that. And then all we're going to do is pop that and grill that on the Cadac Safari
What, not
Chef
take
too.
the
No,
thing
we're going to
off?
leave it in there,
Okay.
and then we're going to poach a nice egg. We're going to nestle a nice poached egg in there,
Ooh.
serve it up with that salsa, and there we go. The perfect campsite brunch.
Ooh, yes, absolutely. So what do you do then? Do you sort of like spoon it out of the
Yeah,
thingy?
you can spoon it out. You've got your knife and fork. You can. It's
Oh, I
just
see.
part of that handy eaty experience.
Okay, well,
Absolutely lovely. So what we're going to do now, next thing we're going to do is to go over to the Cadac and see where we are. We're going to take the avocados with us and those 2 eggs over here, and let's see what's going on.
oh bloody hell, look.
Right, there we go. Now, I'm sure you can understand why we've done that. We've got hot water there bubbling away, but what we need to do is to cook and grill that avocado first. But because that's come to the boil now and we've got a lid on that, we can put that to one
On the
side.
grass?
I've got
Oh, you got a board.
a board
Okay,
there to
yeah.
pop it there. We don't want to put it on the grass because we'll leave a nice round
Oh yeah,
brown.
yeah. Never thought about
Okay,
that.
leave it there. So when we come back to it to do those eggs shortly, that should be really hot and near and ready to roll. So let's take that off, pop that on there. Take that grill plate, just drop that onto the top there. Take our barbecue mat, and there we are. We are ready now. You'll feel that starting to get hot. Give it a couple of minutes, and then all we're going to do is take those avocados and just grill them face down.
Face down. All right,
That's
okay.
all we're going to do. We're not going to grill it this side. We're not going to take it out. We're just going to grill it face down, and that's all we need to do.
Is that clean enough on there?
Yeah, I think it's
Otherwise-
clean and well and truly scrubbed.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good, excellent. Well, it's
So,
barbecue at
it's
the end of
getting
the
hot
day.
now. Let's take that. 1 and 2. And that is all we need to do. Don't forget, this really is soft enough already to eat. So we're just trying to warm it through, give it that bit of cooked look, just make it give and feel that taste of a barbecue, taste of outside cooking.
Okay.
So we're going to leave that for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let it just sit there and chug away on top of the Safari Cadac Chef. Where are we? Cadac Safari Chef 2. And we'll come back to you again in a few seconds. Okay, so here we are, 5 minutes later?
Yeah.
Yep. So there's the eggs. Need those to poach. Let's just have a look. It's not quite too hot.
Oh, wow.
Bit of a grilled avocado there. See, lovely, and they're nice and warm. So now we need to take this off, put the pan back on, get those eggs poached quickly. So I've got a nice little silicone holder here. Just going to take that, hold that there, pop that down on the wooden there. That works a treat. You don't get hot fingers. I think you can get those from most kitchen shops, but they're really, really good. Get that pan boiling back up so we can get that poached egg in there pretty quick. So once you start to see those bubbles coming, see, that is pretty hot water, so I think we can go straight in there and get those eggs going. So let's just take that, give that a swirl. What I like to do is always put a poached egg into moving water,
Really? Why?
because then it doesn't sink straight to the bottom and burn in a pan.
Oh, I don't do that.
I know. One, see, that egg is moving, so that doesn't sit still in
Well,
that
that's
water.
a tip that your mother never
There
teaches
go.
you, isn't it?
Yep. So you've got eggs swirling around in there. Just pop that lid back on there. Just get those poached up, get them just right. Pop them into the top of those avocados, and Bob's your uncle.
And Fanny's your aunt,
Yeah, possibly. I haven't got an Aunt Fanny.
haven't you?
No, or an Uncle Bob. There you go. That was a waste of time. Let's just have a look at those eggs. You can see they're coming along nicely. And I just like to keep them on the move. There you go. Just keep those on the move. Get that lid back on there. A few minutes, poach really nice. We'll come back to you again.
Can I ask a question?
Go on then.
Some people say put vinegar in with your poached eggs.
Yep, there's lots of things you
But
can
why
do.
do you do that for?
I think again it's to stop them from sticking, or to make sure that they really just sort of poach and it's a bit of flavour. But we'll come back to you in just a second, just after we've got these eggs right. Okay, that was literally a couple of minutes. You can see those eggs are really starting to come up to the boil. Let's turn that gas off. We don't need that there anymore. And let's just check to see that we've got rid of all the jelliness around those eggs, which we have. That is a perfect egg. Bring that, pop that in to your avocado.
It's sort of like sat in there, didn't it? Slippery little
Take
suckers.
that, it is. Got a nice spoon here that's
Got holes in
got
it.
holes in it so we don't pick up too much. Pop that into your avocado like that. Magnificent. Bring that over to the table.
What are we doing?
And what I'm going to do just before I serve this tomato salsa and onion, I haven't got a fresh lemon with me, but I've got some lemon juice here. I'm just going to squirt just a little lemon juice in there, just to give it that sort of
Tang.
little bit of a tang, little bit of a Mediterranean yumminess. Some people put oil in this as well. You could put a little drop of olive oil in, but we're just trying to keep off the olive oil at the moment, and then just serve that with the avocado, just like that.
Well, that looks a bit nice, Mr. T.
That's not bad for a nice little campsite brunch, is it?
No, it's lovely.
A little bit of something different there. Breakfast, brunch. You could even have it as a nice...
What we're trying to do is stay off
Light-
the carbs. You should say
Yeah,
that to people.
that's right.
That's what we're trying to do at the moment. So anything less carbs. So otherwise, we'd have a nice bit of bread or whatever with it,
Yeah.
wouldn't we? But no.
And there you go. That is as breakfast. It could be a supper, a light lunch, a nice breakfast, nice grilled avocado, perfect poached egg, a little bit of tomato, onion and basil salad. There you go. Very simple, very easy. And I hope you've taken a little bit of inspiration from that. If you find that of interest, please give us a thumbs up. You know what we're like. We like to bring you some nice cooking ideas on the Safari Chef 2 from Cadac. Thank you very much. Hit that red button and subscribe, please, because if you do, the more, well, we can bring you things like this. And don't forget, leave your comments, tell us some ideas. If you know a variation on this, then let us know, because other people read those comments and will also pick that up as well. Thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. Stay safe and bye for now.